Okay, let's continue the lesson for Unit 1 for our Smart Choice 3 book, right? Smart Choice 3. This is College English 2 Advanced class. Okay, so I want to just go ahead and I want to skip the listening page. Okay, we can try to do that later in the classroom, perhaps. But for now, I just want to go ahead and do the reading. Let's do these last 2 pages together. We'll do the reading page and the speaking page. Okay, let's do these 2 pages, and then we'll go and check your homework for Unit 1. Okay, but let's do the reading first. Okay, so I will read it, and you guys can listen, and then we will answer some questions about the reading. Okay. So before you read, okay, look at the article. Okay, what is a drone, right? The drone is kind of the robot airplane thing, okay, right, that you can fly by remote control. Okay, so let's read tech files. Report from the drone rodeo. Okay, so a few miles outside of Las Vegas, the Nevada desert is dry and brown. We have been driving for 2 hours, and we see nothing but hills and empty blue sky. It's a perfect place for a drone rodeo, a gathering of people whose hobby is to fly drones. Drones are small flying robots with cameras. Anyone with a few $100s can buy the equipment, which includes the drone and special glasses. When the pilots are wearing the glasses, they can see everything from the camera on the drone. I walk over to a group of pilots. One of them has just won a drone race, so he has the fastest drone. He invites me to take a turn. I've been playing video games since I was a kid, so I feel confident. The pilot gives me the glasses and trains me to operate the controller. When my drone is in the air, I can use the camera to see myself below. Later, I check out a competition called Game of Drones. 2 pilots have been trying to hit each other's drones, and one is about to crash. The fight lasts several minutes. Finally, one drone falls. The winner flies in a circle to celebrate his victory. Competition is not the only activity out here at the rodeo. During lunch, we meet a group of friends who have been making a music video. With a drone camera, you can go anywhere or do anything, says a young man in a baseball cap. It's a great hobby. The sky is the limit. Okay, so there was an article about drones, right? Okay. If you guys don't know any of the vocabulary words, okay, please check the dictionary, okay, for any words that you don't know. And if you have any questions, okay, you guys can please just write on the comments below, okay, and I will answer on the comments below the video file on YouTube, okay? So any questions, just please write on the comments, okay? And let's go ahead and answer the questions, or let's complete the chart, okay? Let's choose the correct activity. Okay, so we'll check one of these. We'll check one. All right. Okay, so let's read for number 1. Okay. A pilot tries to fly his drone faster than the others. Okay, so which one is that? Is that a drone race, Game of Thrones, where the drones fight? Okay, or is it a music video? Okay, so that's a race, right? So you can check a drone race. Okay, so for number 1, you just want to check, right? A drone race. Okay. Okay, for number 2. Pilots use drone cameras to make something. Okay, So that would be a music video. Number 2 is a music video. Number 3, only two pilots compete, and there is one winner. Okay, that's the game of drones. And 4, a pilot tries to stay in the air longer than the others. Okay, and that's also game of drones. Game of drones. Okay, part 3, choose the correct phrase to complete the sentence. Okay, so for number 1, drone pilots, okay, the pilots stay on the ground, right? They stay on the ground and put on the glasses and use the remote control. Okay, stay on the ground. Number 2, drone pilots wear glasses, right? They wear glasses. And 3, drone pilots are regular people. Okay, regular people. Okay, in part 4, let's discuss these questions. Okay, where is a good place to fly a drone where you live? So what do you think? Where is a good place to fly a drone around where you live? So maybe like a park with like an open grass area would be a good place, somewhere where there's some space, okay, for the drone to fly around, for you, okay, to have some space to move. Okay, and what would you do with the drone? What would you like to do with the drone? Okay, so would you like to look at the forest or look at mountains or look at some beautiful scenery, some beautiful nature? What's something that you would like to do when you fly the drone with the camera? Okay. All right. Okay, and let's just do one last page for today, the speaking page. Okay, so what have you been doing? What have you been doing? Okay, so first look at the chart. Look at the chart. Okay, look at the chart. Have you been doing these activities recently? Select the column that is true for you. Okay, select the column that is true for you. So maybe you've been doing these things a lot, a little, or not at all. Okay, so go ahead and check. Have you been playing computer games recently? Okay, a lot, a little, not at all. Have you been spending time in nature recently? A lot, a little, not at all. Okay. Have you been listening to or playing music? Okay, let's go ahead and check one of them. Have you been watching movies or shows or TV shows? Have you been shopping and learning about fashion? Okay. And have you been watching or playing sports? Okay, so if you can, ask for part 2, ask your partner if you have been doing any of the activities in the chart recently. And then how are your activities similar or different with your partner? So you can ask a partner, have you been playing computer games recently? Yes, I've been playing a lot, almost every day. I think I've been playing too much. Me too, I've been playing every weekend. Okay, so you want to try and have a conversation, okay, with someone. So if you can, try practicing with your roommate or a friend, okay? So ask your partner, have you been watching movies recently? Oh yes, I've been watching a lot of movies recently because I have to stay home because of the coronavirus. I have to stay home a lot. So I've been watching movies every day. Oh, me too. I just watched the movie Little Women last night, and I watched Star Wars the day before that. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to use the chart to make a conversation, to practice your speaking, okay, with someone. Okay, so if you guys could please do that. And then for part 3, it's kind of a game that you can play in groups of 3. Okay, I don't know if you have that many people around you. But if you can, try to play the game, okay? So if you start the game, you ask the question, what movie have you seen 2 or more times? What movie have you seen 2 or more times? Okay. Where have you been shopping recently? Okay. Who has helped you learn a new hobby? What was it? Okay. What kind of music have you been listening to lately? Okay, so if you have a chance, go ahead and ask these questions with your partner so you can practice answering these questions and making a conversation. All right. Okay, so I also wanted to check your answers for Unit 1. So if you guys could please take out your workbooks. Okay. And let's check your answers for the homework that you guys did. All right. So we'll start with page 1. Okay. We'll start with the vocabulary first. Okay, vocabulary. Part 1, number 2. Okay, Pam enjoys taking selfies and sharing them with friends on the internet. When I was a child, okay, I loved making videos. I wanted to be a director someday. Okay, my parents enjoy doing volunteer work. Every Saturday, they get up early and drive to the park to pick up trash. Okay, for the past 4 years, I've been running marathons to raise money for charity. Sam's hobby is collecting comic books. He has several original prints. Okay, Anna has been playing the guitar for over a year now. Okay, and then for part 2, okay, so match the verbs with as many words from the box as you can. Okay, so for number 1, you can make music, right? You can make music. Okay, and you can also make videos. You can make videos, all right? And doing, okay, you can do yoga, okay, or do volunteer work. Okay, and you can take a walk or taking walks. Okay, and you can take selfies also, taking selfies. And number 4, writing poetry, right? You guys can write poetry. And write emails, writing emails. All right. Okay, so let's go to page 2 of the workbook, homework that you guys did. Let's check your answers. Okay, and then also, I just wanted to remind you, later when we meet in the classroom, I'm going to check your workbooks to see that you guys did the homework. Okay, so let's do page 2, part 1, number 2. Yuko has been writing a blog since she was in college. Joanna and I have been taking walks every day during lunch. You have been running the hardest marathons lately. John and Ian have been collecting comic books since they were kids. Susan has been doing yoga for a long time. Okay, part 2, number 2. Okay, so number 2, George, how long? Oh, sorry, George and, oh, excuse me. Okay, so are George and Rita studying Italian? Okay, so actually it's a Spanish spelling, are Jorge and Rita studying Italian? Okay. So number 3, we'll just make a sentence. I haven't been singing recently. Number 4, has your brother been running marathons lately? Okay, has your brother been running marathons lately? Okay. Number 5, we haven't been collecting autographs for long. We haven't been collecting autographs for long. She has been taking college classes since September. And 7, where do you do volunteer work these days? Okay, where do you do volunteer work these days? Okay, part 3. Okay, number 1, I've been writing short stories since I was a child. Julie has been playing the piano for 10 months. They have been waiting in line for a very long time. We have been doing yoga since we were students. Sarah has been collecting comic books for years. You have been studying very hard since the beginning of the semester. Okay. And then the last page that I asked you to do for homework is page 3. Okay, so let's check your answers. Okay, part 4, number 2. Okay, I've been taking classes for 6 months. What have you been doing all afternoon? They haven't been making videos this year. Elena has not been watching TV lately. Have you been doing volunteer work for long? Okay. Part 5, complete the conversation. Okay, so hi Ben, what have you been doing recently? Not much. I've been making music with my friends mostly. Oh, I heard you have been playing in a rock band. Is that right? Yeah, we have been practicing for about 3 months. So how have you been spending your summer? I have been studying a lot. I have been taking 2 summer classes. Okay. And then for part 6, okay, you guys just make a similar conversation to part 5, okay, and make it about yourself, make it about you and a friend, right? Okay, so your friend will ask you, hi, what have you been doing lately? Maybe you can say, oh, not much, okay, I've been doing online classes recently, okay? And then your friend can ask you, oh, how are the online classes going? Oh, it's okay, but I wish we were back in the classroom with other students and the teacher. Okay, so you guys can just make some sentences, okay, about you. Okay, so that's the end of the lecture for Unit 1. Okay, I'll post again later for Unit 2. Thank you.